then I tried to join as an intern in DevOps engineering, but I don't know, I didn't get that opportunity. I have to do my intern as a already in software engineering field as a developer.
We can see like there is a huge difference in the job market in the private sector and the government sector according to the IT field. So there is a lot more job market in the private sector than the government. So what do you think about, like, can we make a good job market in the government field also?
I don't think we can make a good job market in government field because all the people have mindset that government has much more freedom, no less work to do there. So when person enter into the government sector, his mindset already according has created to that kind of thing. So.
Hey there, welcome you all for a friendly conversation with a new acquaintance brought to you as Colloquy with a Non-Stranger. I'm Dithmeena Egodagamage from Rodrigo Club of University of Columbia School of Computing, and this is our 4th episode of our new podcast. And I know you guys are so excited to meet our new stranger. Well, I am too. So today we have a very special personality with us, our non-stranger for today, Mr. Isuru Sampath. So talking about him, he is a passionate, ambitious and energetic person who wants to make the world a better place by using IT. And he currently works at LSEG, also known as London Stock Exchange Group, as a cloud operation. So hi Isuru.
Hi.
Welcome you to our new podcast, Colloquy with a Non-Stranger. So Aya, how are you doing today?
Today's as a normal day. In the morning, I went to my office and completed the office stuff and came back here to visit my old place and place that have lots of memories.
Yeah.
So that's today's good day.
Alright. So I just briefly introduce you to our audience. Like, just what are you? Just can you like explain a bit more about yourself?
Sure. Actually, my name is Isuru Sampath and I'm from Kurunayagara, far away from this capital town. And now I'm doing my stuff and working as a cloud operation engineer at LSEG. And apart from that, so just out other than the technical side, other things, I'm a funny person. I like things and like people, like to engage with others and share the that life stuff and feelings and like things. So it's more about that.
Alright. So great to hear that. So can you spill some beans about how was your university life back then?
That's awesome.
Alright.
And I came here, I think in 2016, I remember. And from that, I have been here more than 3 years with this environment, the prestigious place. So that's all like was a memorable life. That I can't forget the things that happened here. And today as well, when I met my friends, we memorized those things when happened the last few years. So that's very awesome time period.
Alright, great to hear that. So way before university, when you were doing your A levels,
Yeah.
did you focus on applying for UCSC or
No.
yes, okay, well, your ambition was another.
When I was doing my A levels, actually my ambition was with the another kind of engineering field. That I did my first try. I didn't go to select to any engineering faculty, so I did my second try, but the result was much more needed. So then I didn't go for a third try. I just applied with the results that I have in the second try. So then one of my friends had told about the computer science in Colombo University. Still, I don't know about the UCSC thing. So then I put my that I mean that we can select our priorities. So in that case, I put computer science in the I think third or fourth place because in first place I just applied engineering other engineering fields. Then put computer science and as university I put Colombo University. Then however I got selected there and on the A level time I know about didn't know about this place and I didn't target I am going to the UCSC. It comes to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you happy about the thing that happened? Like you selecting for the UCSC right now?
Yeah, of course. Because however I came here and this place changed my whole life. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that's happened. That's a good thing happened to me.
All right. So some might say that university a place that we can hit the books, like we can do just academics, just focus on the academics. But I'm curious, did you do any extracurricular activities in your time during your time here? Like maybe join a club or some do a
Yeah,
sport?
we did many things. Actually, in our times we have several clubs. I don't know whether it's now continuous or not. We had a club, UCSC Exploration Club.
Yes.
Most of my friends joined with that club, so I'm also going with them. And when I was in first year, we had a charity program our fourth year seniors did for the giving good items to people who are affected from the flood in I think Chilao.
Okay.
So that project called Sahanayatra. So we also participated. We enjoyed traveling to the Chilao with train and with our seniors. Some of our colleagues stayed there in nights, like things. Apart from that, UCSC Exploration Club did seminars on the all-level students in rural villages and did musical source another and donated 2 computer labs.
All right.
One is the second lab is near our village, so in that case we go there and did the necessary things. So likewise, apart from that activities, actually on our first year time we also participate freshers.
Yes.
Yeah, so funny and memorable things because we participate, our seniors were behind us and know the things all.
Yeah, freshers is a kind of
Yeah.
competition that we all bond together,
Yeah.
right?
So after I mean that finishing our I think first semester, then in that year there was a slug also. We went with our friends to the University of Wimber because one of my friends in our hostel played Karen, so we went there to see him as well. Like things, we did lots of things in the university time, not only the academic things.
Yes.
Actually, how I don't know how others get this. In our time, the academic things not get the first place. Actually, we did lots of funny things like that's how our university life was.
Yeah, those are the only things that give a memory to us.
Sure,
right, huh?
actually.
So yeah, so we all know that those kind of memories and with all those kind of experience, university life is a roller coaster, right? So we have all the good memories, we have all the not so good memories. So can you like share with us one of your favorite memory and one of the toughest challenges that you faced on university?
Actually, the toughest challenges. Remember that it's tough. I think. But I say that because of we had a subject course. I think FCS, but
Foundation of
yeah,
Computer Science, right?
I didn't
Yes.
get that subject. but we have to go there. So went there. Most of the time we slept on the mini audio. So that was a tough thing for me because I don't like that subject, but I have to do it. I think I repeat that also. So apart from that, the tough things, I think in our second year we have to do a great, that means welcome event for our juniors. So in that case we have to uh, we have to do lots of things for the newcomers. We have to prepare the dancers, we have to decorate the and all the things. So those times we work hard, and though that kind of things, sometimes we had tough things because we have to find funds for this. So like things, several things coming with those event organizing. So those are some tough things.
And what is your favorite memory when you are acting music?
How I say, because that's, I can't say one memory because I have lots of memory. Some we have in our word we call bucket and the Aurdus. So those are the most memorable things. Yeah, funny things. Because in first year we as a batch we all are with together. When coming to the second year, third year, that won't sometimes have problems and things. So in that case, first year is the most memorable year in the university life.
All right, so great to hear that. So another question is, when you were leaving the university and entering the industry, were you dreaming of some, like, did you have you on your mind like, I am going to this company? Like, did you have a dream to go some kind of company?
Yeah, actually yes, I had a dream because when I was in first year, our seniors came to the university and did sessions regarding how that industry was in that time industry going, the what are the that all the undergraduates trying to compete in the industry. So in that case, in our time, in the most of the list, the most of are in good companies, but some of the companies are in the higher list. So when I said that WSO2 and also in that time it's MIT. So MIT and K Labs and PSN like companies, all the students try to engaging with those companies. So I also had a dream with one day if I can join with MIT, that would be great. But in that time, how I can join, because I am not too much excellent in academic stuff. So that would be also only a dream like things. So but had a dream. Then after on coming to the, I think second year or third year, I had that in that time the DevOps role is a new coming role. So because ordinary software engineer or the QA engineer like roles, but apart from that roles, uh, DevOps engineer role is a new role on that time. So in that case, it has more new technologies. So I think about that. That would be a good for me. In that case, from third year, I select subject related to that things like system administration and like subject. So then I tried to join as an intern in DevOps engineering, but I don't know, I didn't get that opportunity. I have to do my intern as a only in software engineering field as a developer. Apart from that, after completing my internship, I moved to the DevOps and my as a support DevOps engineer in Appigate. Now that's it called I think ADL. And when I joined with the Appigate, it's for WSO to telco. I have been working around more than 1 year with them. Then had a chance to join with the GTN Technologies as a system engineer. So in there also I worked with them around exactly 1 year. I joined with them 2000 January and leave them in December because I got the opportunity with the LSEC team. So in that case, my dream became a true. So I joined with them as a cloud operation engineer, and now I have been more than 1 year with that team. So funny team and happy team. That's a good team actually. So we can all the members, and especially I can manage my personal things, office things, and all the stuff with this job role. So I can say my role is that work-life balance role. So we have opportunities to do our personal things and know any micromanagements or management, and then know any hierarchical level managing online same level. So we have that opportunity to communicate with the leaders and do our things like so. That's a good thing. Yeah,
Alright, okay, so that we are happy that some way your dream has finally come true,
yeah.
right? Yes,
Finally
yeah.
come to.
Yeah, happy to hear that. So there's a common belief that you also said that where you work right now, you can be work-life balancing.
Yeah.
There's a common belief that in our industry, like in the computer software engineering industry, the human interaction thing becoming like more less. Interaction becomes like that. Like we miss our family, we miss our family events, we get like as you are right now working from home, right?
Yeah.
So that might also be affected for some people, but how are you balancing it right now? Like is there any tips or tricks, or it's just based on the place you work?
I think it's because of the place, because some I don't know, some organizations do strict management and some do less management, and they give freedom to their employees, and they just focus only the thing that the developer or the person do, and not concerned about the 8-hour timing or other things.
If
So
they just finish their work within the given time, that's okay,
that's
right?
okay with the organization. So I think most of the IT companies like that, but few of them with that time considering. I think I don't know actually, but some of them. So in that case, I think I can. Most of the guys in this field can manage their personal life and the working life, because they just need the laptop and the connection, so they can do whatever the organization need anywhere in the. So if they can, as example, I can do if there's needful things, then I can do it here also. So likewise, we can manage. As example, when in my we have shift-based rotation in our team.
uh, can you explain?
I mean, so it's not a just ordinary 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. job.
Right.
So we work 24 hours. I was a team, but in team we divided into several shifts. One mean we have 3 shifts. One from morning 6 to afternoon 3 to like the main shift start from 1:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. as London time. In that case, I have morning session with to do my personal things. When I need to go anywhere or anything, or need to do shopping like things, I can do those things on morning, and I can join with my shift in the evening, and that's good for me. So I think everyone like those things, because they in the daytime they can do their personal things and those things both. So that's good.
Right, so that is a good thing in a way that we have in our industry, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good thing in our industry.
Yes, okay. So you mentioned that you had this kind of expectations when you did your like when you go out of university, like you were dreaming like you should join MIT LSCT. So now you are working in one of them. You might have some expectations from the company, like you might have expectations that you should be here in this like in 2 years or 3 years. You
Yeah.
might had some expectations with the salaries that you wanted to have.
Yeah.
So have you completed that expectations right now, or are you on your way?
Actually, I think I'm in my way. In some concerns, I have reached some goals. I mean, from the let's say on financial things like level, I have reached lots of goals in my way. But in career like or career position wise, I'm on my way. I have much more way to go there. So we'll see. I think future will be good.
All right.
Yeah.
We also think that. All right. So, how do you feel the difference that when you were in the university, you were doing academics and extracurriculars and things. When you go to the industry, it's a whole new thing, right?
Yeah, whole environment.
Whole environment, whole new people, and basically we get to the society
Yeah.
we actually live in. So, how do you feel the difference between that?
In university time, we have much more freedom. We have lots of friends around us, and if we think we need to go, after let's say our friend in town country, I mean southern or the southern the Gaul or Matara, we just think in the at this time we just say that we need to go there, so we go there in the evening or night mail. In the when we going to enter into the industry, we cannot do that kind of things. We have to our own assigned task, we have to complete it, we have to inform our managers like things, but the people around us are same like our university friend, because all of the other team members are coming from one of university, which is government or private whatever, but all are good people, all are friendly. So, so communicating with those people are easy. So I think so. Timing, main difference between on the freedom of free time and the other things, but with engaging on the people and the other friendly way are some same kind of things, I think. Because when we enter into the industry, most of the seniors are our seniors or the our colleagues like. So in one of when then now this is my third company. When I will join with the Apigate, there were lots of our seniors. Our so that was funny because our seniors was there. I'm also with them. So I know before going to the organization. Likewise, when I come into the other company, in there my junior was there. So in that case, that's environment also, because there was a person I don't already know. In here, most of my batchmates are working with the LSEC. In that, so that's the thing in the main. Yes, the university life and the company life. Much no any much bigger difference between, I think, according to me. The only difference is that the timing and the some in the university time, I have the best friends. I mean, the friends that always surround me. But in company, they were in different companies. That's the thing that I think.
All right. So moving on to the next question, you being a cloud operation, gathering almost 3 years of experience, right?
Yeah.
So can you share what are the good and the bad things about your job, like being a cloud operation engineer?
Good and the bad thing. I think the bad thing is we can do the things everywhere, anytime. So if we were in a trip, if my manager called Isuru, there's an student, can you join me? So we have to join. So that's a bad thing in this job, because if we are doing remote work, we can access the things. So in that case, that's a bad thing. As a good thing, there are lots of good things, because day to day we engaging with the new technologies and we updated with the latest technologies. So we have upcoming things, and all the organizations are moving to the clouds. So in that case, apart from the ordinary software engineer role, cloud engineering roles have lots of things to do. So they have to manage the infrastructures, and they have to they have responsibility for their environments and the security things, and all the things happens in the because as in as for organization wise, their main products and their all things are deployed in cloud environments. So they are, in that case, cloud operation engineers and cloud engineers have much more responsibility to on that things. So that's the thing on this role, and engaging on new technologies and have experience with those things are good for the every kind of person, because some I say that it's get that ordinary or normal developer are doing just coding and things related to their web development or the application development like things, but we have to engage with the new technology, because let's say there's a we can say that Docker or Kubernetes organization, they release a new version by uh, developing new features.
Yes.
In that case, we have to move that technology new version, because the organizations move into the new things. So in that case, we have to do those things.
Yes.
When moving to new versions like things, in that case, a lot of problems, because previous versions and the new versions, there may be mismatches. We have to find a solution for those things. Likewise, every day we have to things in for adding to our life. Or I think every day is a day to learn new things.
Alright, so I think that is a good thing for our audience to get to know about the field that he is in. So, as we can see, like there is a huge difference in the job market in the private sector and the government sector according to the IT field. So, there is a lot more job market in the private sector than the government. So, what do you think about, like, can we make a good job market in the government field also?
I don't think we can make a good job market in government field, because all people have mindset that government has much more freedom, no less work to do there. So when person enter into the government sector, his mindset already according has created to that kind of thing. So with that kind of mindset, we can do good IT industry in the government sector. And in private sector, companies give lots of things to their employees. They value their work, they value their time. In government sector, I don't think government will do that kind of things, because they have only processors. If we need to purchase a chair or a good laptop, there should be a process in government sector. If the process complete, the person will left in the job
Yeah.
like this. In private sector, that's no. Already they have given good computers, good chairs, and good facilities. They always think about their employees and organize lots of events, organize trips like things. In that case, the private sector has much more in beyond the levels. I don't with these kind of situations, with these kind of rulers in our country, I don't think we can make a good IT industry in government sector. That's not a possible thing.
All right. So moving on, next question is something I ask for almost every person I meet. Like you also might have heard this before. If you get that superpower to go in the past and change, if you can change something in the past, what would you change?
Good question, but just can't coming to. I will not change anything, because all the things happen in the past are good things to me, not any bad things. Yeah, I will not change anything, because in today I'm in a good position, in a good level, so that's enough for me. So if I go to the past and if I change something, my today I will not hear, so I will not change anything.
All right, so that is a really great thing to hear. So, as we are moving onto the end of our conversation, like what do you have to say to those who are trying to get into the industry, those who are in the university right now, who are just dreaming get to the world, but just not yet ready? What do you have to say to those undergraduates?
Yeah, for the undergraduates in universities and just completed their A levels and wants to join with the IT industry, they have a good industry. They just need to focus on the things that they can do, because if you don't like things, I mean, in IT sector there are different roles. If you, as example, some people say I doing this kind of a degree program for to give a valid to my degree for the my academic levels, I have to choose this kind of a job role. But that person don't like that job role, but he thinks for his state, for to the society, his job should be like that kind of a thing. But he don't like for the job position and the respectful things in that people are choosing those kind of things. When working on that kind of a position, they have a lot of stress, because they don't like their job role, the things that he needs to do, but he is doing things. In that case, people will get stressed things. What I say is, if you like things, do that. Whatever you like, be master on that level. You like programming, you can be a good programmer. You like in business analyzing things, you can be a good business analyst. Whatever you did, ISO, CS, what kind of a degree, it doesn't matter in industry. Only in industry, only things mattering their capabilities and their abilities, what they can do. Sometimes they don't. From nowadays, some companies think about the GPA and things. Nowadays, some companies check GPAs, but most of companies are checking with the abilities and things that they can do, the project wise and the open source contributions, like things. And the companies think about the not only academics, overall as a student, what are the extracurricular activities, how they contribute on the uh, other, that means like it's a program, a technical wise on open source project, like things, and other on event organization, event and other things. All the things organization consider about all the things. So what I, for the newcomers, do what you need to do, what you love to do. In that case, your path will automatically, you will go to the end that better place.
All right, so that is something all successful persons that here today tell us: just do what you love, just follow your passion, not what you have to do. All right, so as we have come to the end of our conversation, I just want to ask, how do you think like our endeavor is like the Quality with a Non-Stranger? What do you think about this project? What is your idea?
Actually, that's a good project, because in UCSC doing this kind of a thing, actually a good thing. I like that. And that opening doors to the this and the for the in social media, creating place for the UCSC and the things, that's such a good thing. So this project is a very good thing. I like that.
All right. So thank you very much for sharing your ideas with us. So as we come to the end of this episode, let's give a big shout out to our special personality who joined with us, our awesome guest Isuru. So thank you so much for joining with us today.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we absolutely had a blast conversation with him today. So as the end of this episode, the Colleague with a Non-Stranger, episode 4, we love to thank you again for sharing your insights, your adventures, your experiences that you had all through these years in the industry and in your life. So thank you very much for that. Of course, he has been a well-known stranger to us, not unknown stranger. So to us and all the viewers. So we had a very enjoying time with him. So, and I think also, I guess you guys also have enjoyed this episode. So thank you for joining with our podcast with this episode brought to you by the Rotary Club of University of Columbia School of Computing. And we can't wait to bring another special personality for you in the coming weeks. So if you enjoyed our show, please leave a like and a comment right below, and be sure to come back in the next week to get to know another new personality. So if you want to know when is that going to happen, please subscribe to our channel. So until then, until we meet again, stay safe and be curious.